Okay, welcome once again to the Time Pressured Extreme Day Hiker, episode number 2. It's October 11th, it's a bit cold and windy, but it's sunny. And here we are at the Big East Fork parking area in the Shining Rock Wilderness, and we're going to be heading out today on the Greasy Cove Trail, which will take us up to Greasy Cove Top, and then we'll head up the Art Loeb Trail to Shining Rock. And then from the junction at Shining Rock, after lunch, we're going to head back down on the Shining Creek Trail back to the parking lot. As usual, it's myself and my companion Stella, and we're ready to go. The trail starts out with some nice slow elevation, nice fallen leaf covered path along the stream. The stream's doing pretty good despite the dry summer. And there's still some nice fall wildflowers. So we're about 21 minutes in, and it's getting a bit warmer, and we're traveling creekside now, which is kind of nice. And the terrain is fairly rocky, so we've got to be pretty careful running on these paths. Yep, that's real action here. 26 minutes in, come to a nice shoals area, which I wanted to show you, but I almost killed myself in the process. The path goes right along the shoals of the creek. Very pretty. Stella likes it a lot. She could stay here all day. 31 minutes in, another sweet spot along the trail here, nice little waterfall, really beautiful and peaceful. There's some interesting funguses blooming. We've had some rain. This one's black and just kind of pushing up from the ground. Now next to the waterfall there's a little stream coming in, which I believe is Bennett Branch, and that's an important landmark that you can find on your map. And we're going to cross over that and continue with the river on our right, further on. So, about 1 hour in, it feels good to be back on the trail. For about 15-20 minutes it seems like we were walking along that stream on the rocks. And let me show you here, those rocks are nothing easy to walk on. It's just really rough, irregular rocks. Maybe there was another trail, I don't know, but we never found it. So, back to the trail. Okay, it's about an hour and 22 minutes in. Been doing a little bit of jogging on the trail to make up some time. My Timex Expedition compass watch is telling me that we're heading due west now, which means we've made it around Nor Breaches Ridge, and we're making some progress towards getting towards Greasy Cove Top. We did have a brief run-in with a small copperhead, maybe about 1.5 feet long, and he was just slowly cruising down the trail, coming up about 3 feet ahead of us, and noticed him in time that I could basically step aside and say howdy, and he kind of said alright, and he went down the trail and I went around my business, and there was no trouble. So. Stella found a fly fisherman's hook removal tool on the trail. She must have smelled the fish on it or something. So we'll just kind of stick it up here, and maybe they'll find it on their way out. All right. So here we are back at the trailhead. We turned around. We looked around for a long time. Let me show you here on the map. So we got to where Bridges Camp Gap Trail hits the Greasy Cove Trail, and then we tried to follow up the waterfall in the shoals here and find this trailhead, but we never did successfully find where that trailhead was, and we wasted about 2 hours walking around here on all the rocks, and it was very difficult and dangerous. So being the time pressured extreme day hiker, we had to move on. So maybe next episode we'll do the hike in reverse, and we'll go up the Shining Creek Trail up to Shining Rock and come up to Greasy Cove and take this trail back. And maybe we can find out how that trail actually runs. So stay tuned, and thanks for watching.